Hi, Roy.
Hi, Ryan.
How was your day?
Good. How was your day?
Good. Did you hear about that dog that rubbed mustard and ketchup all over himself?
No.
Yeah, he was hot.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah?
Why do Boy Scouts like to go bowling?
Why?
There's pins everywhere.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ryan London. Welcome to another episode of the Supper Club Social, where we review restaurants, movies, and TV shows and talk about home bars, cocktails, and pop culture. Today with me is my co-host, Roy Smith.
Hey, everyone. Good to be back. It's been a while.
It's been a bit. Let's start clubbing. Roy, they say bustin' ain't easy, and the riders will make you crazy. Let me say that again. Roy?
Yeah.
They say bustin' ain't easy, and the riders will make you queasy. Tell me, you had any dust-ups on the bus lately? Queasy lately?
Definitely not. I'm living the
You're
high
living
life
the
right
dream.
now. Talk to me at the start of April.
Okay, I can do that.
I'll probably have some after that.
Sounds good. So you're just driving an empty bus around your dream, right?
Half the day I'm empty, yeah. It's great.
Nice.
I just do one ways.
Wow.
Drop off and go empty back to where I started. Come back in. And it's so early in the morning, there's hardly anyone out there.
Must be nice.
It is nice.
Must be nice.
In the afternoon, just from Cheney, straight downtown. Then I go back out to Cheney empty, straight back downtown. Go back to Cheney, hour break.
Man.
Straight back downtown, then I'm done.
Do you believe in the yin and the yang? Like, this is your yin and the yang is going to really...
Yeah, it's the last week of March.
April.
When Eastern goes on spring break.
Yeah.
Then I have to go back to the tough life, the hard knocks.
You got to appreciate the good times, you know?
You do. I'm living the dream right now.
Living La Vida Loca.
It is. I mean, that one's not going to be available for summer, but hopefully there'll be something like it.
Yeah. Well, good deal. Dark and Stormy's, Roy.
Yeah.
Dark and Stormy's
Been a lot of that around here lately.
are the cocktail. Do you want to tell the people about this one?
Yeah. It's dark and it's stormy.
There you go. Why don't you start reading there?
This is from good old The Spruce Eats.
Oh, I love that website.
Yep.
Funny enough, the Drunkard's Almanac didn't have this.
It's sad.
Weird, huh?
It is weird. The Dark and Stormy is a delicious and popular dark rum and ginger beer cocktail from Bermuda.
Mm-hmm.
Bermuda. There's a triangle there, too, you got to watch out for.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy to mix up and just as refreshing as any fruity rum drink. Perhaps more so. If you are a fan of the vodka and ginger beer-based Moscow Mule, I am. And you also love rum, I do. Then you need to give this cocktail a try.
The Dark and Stormy is a simple drink, so you'll want to use a great quality ingredients to mix it up. For a classic Dark and Stormy, you need Gosling's Black Seal Bermuda Black Rum.
Oh, yeah.
40% alcohol. These might be a little light on the ginger beer, Roy, because of the cocktail. You know, you refuse to drink out of anything other than a old-fashioned latte.
Yeah. Nothing classier.
Ginger beer, Barrett's, also from
What they
Bermuda.
recommend?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is like the classic ingredient.
I would say because I've never heard of this one before.
Yeah.
And we drink a lot of ginger beer.
Well, you know, it's... Oh, and you got to garnish with your lime wedge.
Mm-hmm.
Some bartenders will add lime juice. That's kind of a preference thing.
You prefer it in your eye, though.
Yeah, I did get a little a little blast there. Well, I cut your, 3/4 inch thick garnish wheel there.
It's nice. Very firm.
Yeah. You could use
This
that
is
as a
what
weapon.
you'd use for like a magazine shot.
They wouldn't let you on a plane with that.
Definitely not.
You could get into the cockpit with that.
No. Blinding people left and right. Tons of juice in that bad boy.
Now, did you notice the separation?
I
there?
did. It's dark.
It's also traditionally made with like a crushed cubed ice rather than ice ball.
Oh,
which
well, we only do ice balls around
You
here.
also refuse to drink out of a cup with crushed ice in it.
That's your wife.
Alrighty here. So, so the big thing is don't use a spiced rum when you make this because the ginger beer's already got enough spice to it. It'll just clash. Using a good ginger beer is key, and lime is optimal. Making this cocktail, Roy, let's go deep on this bad
Let's go.
boy.
Let's do a deep dive.
First, you're going to want to pour your ginger beer. Okay?
How'd you get light on that then, if it's the first ingredient?
How do you go light on it?
Yeah.
Did I say light?
You said it might be light on the ginger beer. Because of the glass.
Just because I needed 2 ounces of rum space, and I think there's only about 5 ounces total in that. We got a huge ice ball in there, so there's probably like an ounce of ginger beer and 2 ounces of rum.
That checks out. Science is there.
You know, if you can't handle them strong, get out of the kitchen, you know?
That's right. Don't come to Linda's, that's for sure.
That's for dang sure. I don't know where I was at before you threw me a curveball there.
Ginger beer.
Yeah, ginger beer first, and then you layer in your rum, preferably off of a bar spoon. I just pour it right off the ice, and it worked nice.
Yes. Ice is always nice.
Oh, yeah, that's what they say. You want to tell them how this cocktail was made? Or, I mean, created?
Sure.
It's kind of a long one.
The likely origins of the Dark and Stormy cocktail. There are a few stories about how this cocktail came about, but there is one that seems the most likely. So buckle your seatbelt. We're in for a ride. A member of the spirits-making Gosling family was sailing from England to Virginia in 1806, back in the good old days.
Boy.
But due to a lack of wind, he ended up docking his ship in Bermuda instead. Nice little stop off.
Had to get some new shorts.
Yeah, and maybe a straw hat.
Maybe.
There, he continued his family's tradition and developed Gosling's rum. Several years later, British naval officers...
So he was on his way to Virginia and I'm in Bermuda now.
Yep, that's it. Several years later, British naval officer created ginger beer as a way to ease seasickness and mix the beverage with Gosling's rum.
Specifically made.
Yep. So get rid of your seasickness with the ginger beer and get drunk and maybe get sick that way.
Get your liquid courage and you can take over any island you want.
So, a sailor allegedly commented that the drink looked like the color of a cloud only a fool or a dead man would sail under. And the name Dark and Stormy was born, according to multiple accounts. So you know it's true.
Yeah, it has to be true.
At one point, Gosling's trademarked the Dark and Stormy, which means, legally, it should only be made with their rum. But if you choose to make this drink with another rum, your secret is probably safe. Don't got any henchmen coming for you. Barrett's is, according to the brand, Bermuda's favorite soft drink, and is the classic choice for an authentic Dark and Stormy. Yeah, the ginger beer.
Not the Dark and Stormy.
No, but it's the thing they say is the other key ingredient. And it's interesting to note that the official recipe for Gosling's, complete with the traditional symbol, they use their own ginger beer called Gosling Stormy Ginger Beer. There is no mention of Barrett's. Wow.
Don't say anything to discredit our Barrett's. Jeez, Roy.
No, that said that it is. And it must be 8 o'clock.
Oh, on the button. Look at that.
Much like the well-known Cubra Libre, the Dark and Stormy is a refreshing, sensational libation that is satisfying and foolproof to make. The recipe is iconic and flexible.
Where do you stand on the controversy of foolproof versus foolproof? Me and Amy argue about this all the time.
Full or fuel? Full?
Full or fuel?
Fuel?
No, full or
fool?
fool? Is it foolproof or is it foolproof?
I think it's foolproof, right? Because even a fool could do it.
Are you saying fool?
Fool? Like you're a fool?
You really hit the U in fool.
Right?
Okay, yeah. Well, she thinks it's foolproof. You know, like it's a full. Like I don't even know what that refers to. Maybe an alcohol. It's foolproof.
Maybe. But is that term from alcohol?
A foolproof plant? I don't know. We'll have to dig into it.
I think it means like a fool could do it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I've got a lot of these things in my head. I can't think of any more.
That was a fun little story.
Was that it?
Yeah, that's all she wrote.
So yeah, typically it's 3 ounces of ginger beer, 2 ounces of dark rum, and lime wedge. Boy, we got more about it, but we're gonna skip that. Oh, the interesting part
it is a nice little...
is, guess what? So this is 40% alcohol.
Yeah, I got a little black licorice.
We should try this straight after the next one. Yeah. That always goes well.
Like, not a lot. Like, not like Jaeger or anything, but like...
Well, that's why they want you to use this.
It must be the black part,
So this is 40% alcohol. This is non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
What do you think the ABV of the Dark and Stormy is? Just
Maybe 40.
close, 30.
Nice.
So 15% alcohol. So it's like a really super strong wine.
Yeah. Which I've got back into wine lately. Good old Shard.
Have you fallen out of love with Scotch?
No, I have not. I had some of that already.
So two things can happen at once?
Yeah. Well, no, but like
Yeah.
I don't have to go for just a beer or whatever. When I'm out and about.
I would say when I drink wine, I'm usually like, it's a wine night.
It just gets away from me.
Yeah. It's a lot
Every
of fun.
time I've like just drank it for a night, I always end up puking.
Yeah.
Because it like you don't feel it right away, and then all of a sudden it hits you.
Well, it comes with maturity, Roy. Don't worry, you'll get there. It's all right.
I'm just a young buck.
It's all right, bud. All right. Well, okay. So we've got such a full show. Oh, what's the time at?
We got 7 minutes still.
Oh, okay.
It's nice when
Yeah.
don't got two other.
I don't have to ask the same question to 6 people. Okay.
But
so
they are missed.
They are missed. So, no big change in the lineup. We're just doing one on our own. For our setup, we're going to make some phone calls later on in this episode. And we have to have the mic space available to do that.
Yeah.
We've got a new segment, an old segment, and a reattempt at an old segment.
That'll be a fun one, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I never look at the plan for the episode. I just come in blind.
You're going to love it. I mean, you loved it last time. I don't know how you couldn't.
I'll be the judge of that.
So how have things been lately? We're sneaking into spring here.
I know. It's already 1 week into March.
Yeah. Will we spring forward tonight?
No.
Tomorrow
night.
Friday. Yeah. Saturday. I look forward to it. I love that
You
so
like
much.
springing forward?
Oh, yeah.
I don't. Because you lose an hour of sleep on the spring forward.
Who needs to sleep?
I do. I wake up at 3:30 every morning to go to work.
Go to bed earlier.
I try.
Maybe.
It's hard when we got 2 kids running around and
Please.
they don't go to bed for like 2 hours after I go to bed.
Well, just make it 3 one night.
No, I try. I go to bed at like 8:30.
It is fun to fall back and get that extra hour on the weekend.
But I do enjoy the sunlight later in the day.
But it's beautiful. And it's earlier in the morning. You're like, oh,
No,
wait, does it get darker
gets-
later all that when we switch? Yeah.
Yeah. It gets later, darker,
Yeah.
or darker later, but lighter later also.
Yeah.
So right now the sun's coming up about 6.
Right.
So it won't come up till about
6:30,
7.
I would say.
No, it's been getting close to 6.
I don't know, Roy.
Well, it doesn't matter because come
Still be
Sunday it's not
7.
going to matter.
That is always funny because like going out and taking Carter to school, butt crack of dawn.
Is he still doing the 0 hour thing?
Yeah. I feel like both of us do it.
Well, you kind of are.
So I got up
You
at
gotta wake up.
5:45.
5:45. Get the hell out of here. That's my sleeping in.
Yeah.
That's when I wake up tomorrow.
Right. So yeah, I'm looking forward to spring to actually start. We've got a 60-degree day coming up in the 10-day forecast. Does your life dramatically change when you hit 60 degrees? You start wearing shorts?
Yeah, I thought about wearing them just a couple of days ago.
Oh yeah.
But then that would have been a fool's mistake because it got cold real quick.
That would have been a foolproof plan. A fool's plan.
Yeah, a fool's plan, yeah. But yeah, no, I do like wearing shorts, but not quite there, but 60 definitely. I'll probably do it at 50. If it's like for a week, 50, I'll probably do shorts once in a while.
It seems warm, but then you get a little bit of rain and a little bit of wind, and it feels like it's 5 degrees again.
I know. That's what it's like. I walk out in Cheney, so I have an hour break out there. But then if I get off the bus and it might look nice, and that wind's blowing, it's like, nope, too cold, too cold. Getting back in.
I hear that. I do it at work all the time where I'm motoring around and I'm like got not a sweat, but just like, active warmth. You go sit down, come back out, and you're like, oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm in for a pickle here.
It's a tough time of year. Because it fools you.
Yeah.
It'll be freezing cold in the morning. Mm-hmm. Then it'll go like 10 degrees and it feels like it's 80.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, so great. And then as soon as you go back out when you're off, it's back to frigid.
Right. Because you only have like 2 hours of that warm time.
Prime time.
Cools off again.
But no, I like spring and summer and everything, but I just don't like the initial week of the switch.
Right.
And according to whoever's in charge of it, Washington's going to get rid of it eventually. We keep trying every year and it keeps getting shot down.
I was watching that on the news that you never watch anymore. And they said that we've got a better chance of staying on standard time.
Which is what we're in right now.
Yeah, rather than staying on
Daylight savings time.
Yeah. Which...
But then what would that mean? Because no matter when you change, it still gets darker later throughout the year.
Yeah, naturally.
So, I mean, so you just, eventually you just, instead of it getting dark at 9, it just gets dark at 8.
Picture those like 9:30 nights.
But then 4th of July, you could start sooner.
That's true.
You gotta wait till 10 o'clock at night for the fireworks to go off when it's finally dark.
But then, Roy, we're all burning our candles inside, you know? It's dark 1 hour more.
Yeah.
It's a lot of electricity.
It is.
Let me throw...
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Let's put a pin in it.
Okay.
We'll
Quick
start
break.
a quick segment here.
Quick break.
All right, what are the buttons here, you know?
No, I sure don't.
There we go. All of the music in this episode is provided by the band Liquor Jacket.
Yep.
They have provided us with new music that I have not put into the show yet, officially.
Well, we did when your brother was here.
We should, but those are the clips. We're going to turn those into clips for the show soon. We do have one queued up for later, but recap, Roy.
Okay, what are we recapping?
Masters of the Sky.
Oh, I wish you would have told me this before. I wouldn't have used all of it while we were setting up.
That's right. Just pretend it happened. It's, you know me, I hardly listen to you anyway.
I know. Well, I'm always on your bad side.
So, Masters of the Sky is the third installment of the Band of Brothers.
I don't know if it's an installment, it's just a series.
I mean, it's their third...
By Spielberg and Tom Hanks.
Yep, they did Band of Brothers, which followed Easy Company through D-Day... No, through D-Day?
Pre D-Day.
Yeah, through D-Day. They're paratroopers, so you don't see the beach landing. We've talked enough about Band of Brothers, people know.
Yeah.
Then they did the Pacific about 10 years later, and then about 14 years later, roughly, they did this one, which is called Masters of the Sky, and it follows the 100th bomber group. Is it the 100th?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Right about that.
Either way, it's a bomber squadron.
Yeah.
And it's pre-D-Day.
Yeah. Most of the
series
episodes have been... Well, this is the first one.
They've mentioned it.
So 7 episodes is pre-D-Day, and 8th is D-Day, and then the 9th episode
hasn't came out yet.
Next week, and that's the finale. I thought it's been pretty cool. It's been a fun watch. The action scenes in the bomber
are intense.
Things are really...
It's a lot going on.
Man, it's intense. The shrapnel, good lord, horrible. I mean,
and just like the amount of bullets and everything flying through the air all at once.
Oh yeah, it's like 1,000 hornet. You kicked a bunch of hornets' nests, and then you're just trying to fly through it
over and over and over again.
Yeah. And then they go do this most extreme thing ever. They come land, they get their wounded just carted off right away, and then in the next scene they'll be in the
like a bar.
It's like a bar, but it's like a really casual atmosphere.
Yeah, like a 40s jazz bar.
They just completely forget what they did, and they have cocktails and dance, and then the light goes on, and they go
do
up
it
and
all
do
over
it again. That's a lot of the first 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we announce that we're spoiling it? Is it spoiling to talk in generalities about the episodes?
Well, I mean, if you haven't started watching it already, then you're bound to find spoilers if you look into it.
Yeah, and this isn't a spoiler. I mean,
we're just talking about the general dynamic of it.
The summary of it.
Yeah.
So, eventually they do get shot down, a bunch of the main characters, and end up in a POW camp. And it's kind of showing life in there, but it's kind of doing a lot of work. It's showing still the active bombing raids.
Yeah.
The POWs, they brought in the Tuskegee Airmen in this episode.
And they did some like mental health R&R type.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, was that kind of like a retreat type of thing? Would you call it that maybe?
Yeah, it seemed like an actual a camp almost.
Like it's like a secret, like we're going to check out your mental health while you do whatever you want.
Yeah, one of the guys they sent, he showed up in the bomber group and ran like
2 missions or 3 missions in a row or something.
Day after day after day, and they lost a ton
everybody.
Of guys. Anytime one of those planes goes down, like 10 people died.
Yeah.
And they'd send up 40, 50, well, I don't know how many, but
Well, some of them there's like
a lot of planes.
almost 100. It looks like.
Yeah, and they'd lose like a couple hundred guys.
Yeah. Every time. Well, that's tough.
Austin Butler is in this
Yes,
show.
he is probably the biggest name in the show, unless someone pops up somewhere along the line, which I doubt it.
Interesting. They haven't had any real
Showstoppers.
guest stars.
Because I'm thinking, because this Austin Butler guy, if you're not familiar, he did the Elvis movie a couple years ago, and now he's going to be in the new Dune. He's going to be in some like motorcycle gang thing with Tom Hardy coming out pretty soon. He's also going to be in Heat 2.
I've heard that. Yeah, the Val Kilmer role.
Yeah. I saw previews of him at the shooting range, getting ready for it. And
I wonder if he still talks like this.
No, he had to get a coach to lose his Elvis accent, apparently.
Who wouldn't? I mean, that's a tricky one to lose.
But yeah, so he's probably the biggest name.
Have you ever adopted like an accent or something from hanging out with people?
No, but you know who does do that?
Oh, Andrea?
Yeah. If she hangs out with certain people, she'll start talking like those people.
I could see that. What used to happen to me at work, when I worked in Seattle, I'd work for these British guys.
And Bretts?
And I'd always, end up, just talking like British people.
Yeah.
And it would also happen. I worked for a lot of gay people over there, and by the end of the job, I'd be like, "You boys are just the most fabulous people I've ever met," and I'd just start saying words that I never say ever. But
no, I don't know. I did go from a southern accent to a northwest accent.
Oh yeah. You're probably not the person to talk about picking up accents because you just kind of put them all together.
Yeah,
you've got a little of this, a little of that.
Yeah, because I lived in Texas till I was 6, and I moved to the middle of nowhere, Oregon.
Yeah,
and lived there until I was 19.
And those people were most of the people that were in that town born and raised there.
Oh yeah, and still a lot of my I don't know about because a lot of them don't have Facebook.
Yeah,
but the ones that do have Facebook that I am friends with, they either moved away. And now they're back. And they're dating people we went to high school with or married to people we were in high school with. And there are a couple that I'm friends with that have moved away, but still in Oregon, except for one of them that I know. But yeah, for the most part, they all stay there.
Stick around.
And either the parents were born there or they moved there and they just stayed. And it's a small town.
Man, small town living.
Yep, it was a great place to grow up, that's for sure. But
yeah.
I don't think I could handle moving back at this point.
Good launching.
I've lived here for almost 20 years now.
Wow, yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, that's weird to think. Well, we've been back for almost, 10 or something like that.
Yeah, because I got here when I was like 19, and now I'm going to be 37 next week.
Time goes by, Roy. Time goes by. That's a little bit of a recap for Masters of the Sky.
Yeah, if you haven't checked it out, you should. It's on Apple TV, or is that what it's called? Apple TV.
Yeah. On the streaming service Apple TV.
Yeah.
You can also buy an Apple TV that is a Roku.
Yeah, but we just have the app at our house.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff on that.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of...
And there's that new one coming out that we just saw the preview for about the assassination of Abraham Lincoln.
John Wilkes Booth. Yeah. That looks good. They all seem to have they're kind of like what Netflix used to be when they were trying to do all their Oscar shows.
Yeah.
No,
because I think Netflix just has the right to everything now. They're just like, well, whatever. We're gonna make our own movies, and
they already got their Oscars.
Own everything else. Yeah.
So,
but there's still a lot of good stuff on Netflix. But they've definitely gone to the point where like, well, how much stuff can we make just to make stuff? You know? Like we don't care about awards anymore. We just want product.
And they got so many actors that show up. Well, this is like the new thing. They show up. They sign them for like 10 movies. Like that's why the Masters of the Sky has the Navigator is now in the John Wilkes Booth thing.
Yeah.
And Adam Sandler has like
1,000 Netflix movies that never went to theater.
Right.
But yeah.
Good deal. Do you want to do a little bit of our?
Yeah, we got 10 minutes.
Our game. Okay.
Was this? Which one is this? Is this one we've done before that didn't work out so good, or?
So that was the old segment.
Okay.
Recap.
Yeah.
Recap something for a long time. This is a little segment we like to call "Count Me In."
Don't remember it. Must not have been that good.
Let me just start, Troy.
Or I was too drunk to remember.
380.3.
Oh, this one.
Now I'm going to help you out.
Say it again.
380.3 feet. Now I can give you a clue. Just so you know, I'm prepared to give you approximately 3 clues.
Okay.
If that's not enough information.
380.3
0.3
feet.
Feet. Yep.
Football field distance.
That would not be accurate.
Yeah, 3 feet
But
a
that's
yard.
a good guess. You don't want any clues?
You said, yeah, that'd be close.
Okay. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, that's 300 and...
The end zones.
Yeah. Okay. That's close.
That's a legit guess.
That is incorrect.
Okay. That's the only thing I can think of that'd be that long.
You automatically get one clue.
Okay.
The clue is nature.
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 The tallest redwood in the redwood forest.
No.
That'd be a tall fucking tree.
It is the tallest tree. You're right.
But
But
not
it's
a redwood?
It's
Really?
a sequoia.
Oh.
Though redwoods might be sequoias, actually.
Might be worth a
But
Google.
this 380.3 is the tallest tree in the world.
The world. Where is it located?
Boy, I don't know. Do you want to know what the other clues were, though?
Sure.
Toyota?
Japan?
No. Sequoia.
Oh. Nice one.
Grain?
That's actually Andrea's dream vehicle, but we settled for a Forerunner.
Ah, Amy really wanted a Tahoe, but we settled for a Suburban.
It is a redwood.
Okay.
The Hyphaeron. The world's largest tree by height is the Hyphaeron, which is a coastal redwood Sequoia sempervirens and is located somewhere in the heart of the Redwood National Park. So I'm right.
Yeah, you're right. I told you you're right.
I knew
After
I
I
was
gave
right.
you a clue.
No, I guessed it right, and you said, no, it's Sequoia.
What is Sequoia?
No, that's just a redwood with a fancy science name.
I know.
I was right.
I gotta go by
I'm
science,
taking full
Roy.
points. I'm taking the full score.
That's the closest you've come. And since last time, this is a big success.
And football field was a good guess.
I mean...
There's 3 feet in a yard, it's 100 yards.
But
that's to the front of the end zone.
320, so there only would have been 360 feet.
Hell, the end zone's not 20 yards deep.
It's 10. Two of them.
Oh,
20.
yeah.
320.
Whatever.
Or 120 times
I was
3.
only 12 feet off.
It's 380. Well done. And good job. I'm actually impressed. Now, I think you're really going to like this next one.
Okay, I'll be the judge of that.
This is a tricky one, though. 16.53 pounds.
16.53 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Now, don't give me if you got a legit thing. I put effort into making these. No, actually, I only have one clue for this, so just guess.
What was it? 16 point what?
16.53.
16.53 pounds. $200 worth of groceries.
Okay, do you want a clue?
Yeah.
You must be shopping at Yokes.
Yeah.
Um,
I do shop at Yokes.
the clue is space.
Space. I don't know. I'm not from. I only know a little bit about space.
Okay, fair
It's
enough.
the great unknown, they say.
That's right. Big mystery.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, do you want the answer then?
Yeah, I do.
16.53 pounds is this something that weighs 100 pounds on Earth only weighs 16.53 pounds on the moon.
Nice. Start telling people I only weigh like 30 pounds then.
So wait, I forgot to ask you. Are you in on tall trees?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're also renewable, so if you cut it down, it'll grow back eventually.
Like in 1,000 years.
Yeah.
We might have different.
I'm all about
definitions
logging. I'm just going to stay that right here.
Yeah.
I'm all about logging because they replant 3 for everyone they cut down.
The original renewable resource.
That's right.
It renews 3 generations later.
Yeah, but it comes back.
Oh, Roy, you're funny. So are you in on moon weight loss?
Moon weight loss?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Nice. Because I'd probably only weigh 32, like 40 pounds.
Yeah. What are you, like 210, 220?
Please, 225 probably.
So yeah, I'd be like 40 pounds or
Yeah.
something.
That's what I just said.
You'd be 40 pounds?
I'd be about 40. So
if 16 pounds was 100 pounds?
I'd be 33 pounds, 33.6 pounds.
So I'd be like 450 then. Or 45. 45. 45.
Yeah, we could still be friends.
Yeah.
All right, now this is probably my favorite one. Did you hear all that?
No.
There's some weird cutting out of my headphones.
Oh,
500 miles.
I would walk that far. Was it 5? I would walk 500. Or is it 5,000 miles? 500 miles?
Try 500 miles. Try to
Now I walk
reach
500
deeper
more.
into that.
Oh, that was weird. I had a little cut out there.
You know what it probably is.
How far it is from
We're probably losing power here, Roy.
here to the ocean?
Okay, let's see if that helps.
That's how far it is from here to Oak Ridge, Oregon.
No, you were really close there.
Here to the ocean?
No. How far you would walk.
500 miles.
Yeah.
And I'd walk 500 more. To be the man who walked 5. I think it's 5,000 miles.
While you're on this train of thought, let me give you one of the clues. Durability.
500 miles durability?
That's a clue, yeah. Come on, want it. Are you even wanting it?
I'm trying. Durability for 500 miles.
Yeah.
Tires last like 50,000 miles.
Sure. Remember, what train of thought were you on?
Walking. Is that how long a sole of a shoe would last?
Yes!
On average?
That is how far traditional shoes will last.
Nice. Unless you put them on a fire. Too close to a fire.
Which I do every summer to my favorite shoes.
I know. That's why I said it.
That's horrible.
You're per average about 100.
I don't have any pairs of flip-flops that don't have a permanent curve to them. So, Roy, are you in on holding shoemakers accountable for how long their product should last? Should
no, because normally
mileage?
I'm...
They should be like 500 miles, like tires.
I don't know. Because I don't like untying my shoes at the end of the day, and I do the slide them off tied.
Sure.
So normally I end up destroying the inside of the shoe before I destroy the outside.
I think they should have a thing like, with light use, you should get 1,000 miles out of these bad boys.
But this also depends on what you're doing. Are you working hard labor? Are you sitting and just pressing gas pedal and brake pedals all day like I am? Are you climbing up and down ladders all day? Well, I know you don't anymore because you got your pole. But, you know, back in the day...
I've had to do some jobs because it's too cold. I had to work normal on jobs that I totally would have used the pole on. It's horrible.
That's a long inside joke.
Oh, yeah, that is a funny one. Okay, Roy, we're at 8:25. We need to gear up for our next segment here. Now,
was that the last question?
No, I've got one more, but it's...
No, I don't think they need to be held accountable because it's all how you use them. Like, if you are more... hard, like if you're going like hiking up mountains with like rocky trails and stuff, you're gonna go through them faster.
Yeah, but you'd be wearing have your rock boots on, and it would be like, hey, climb 10 mountains in these, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
So you're in on it?
Well, yeah, sure. I know REI has a warranty.
Did I sway?
REI does have some sort of warranty on that.
Yeah, they have you used to be able to like, people that hike the Appalachian Trail.
That's why, because that movie with Reese Witherspoon, that's what I'm thinking about.
Oh, yeah, you can just take your shit back.
Yeah.
These broke.
Yeah.
Man, that's how they
get
I like REI.
It's too, I think it's overpriced.
Did you ever get a dividend from them?
No, because I don't, being part of the co-op group or whatever.
Well, you just had it, were a member REI card.
Andrew's brother-in-laws both use it a lot, so I think they get kickbacks.
That's the best thing ever.
It's just like the Costco kickback if you're a gold member or whatever.
I used to have a company credit card for a place I worked, and I used my card every time we bought carabiners. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's put a pin in it, and we're going to come back with a new segment here.
All right.
All right, everybody, welcome back for a new segment called Call and Compare. Today on the phone, we have my favorite brother named Tim. He also happens to be my only brother named Tim. Tim, say hello.
Oh, I'm old, so I'm the old one, so it's hard of hearing.
That's right. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to ask Tim, who is one of the most techie people I know, to explain something in the electronic world. We are going to time your response. We are also going to ask Roy if he has a full and complete understanding of the question.
Do I have to explain it at 5 levels of understanding or anything like that, starting with a kindergartner?
Well,
yep, that's my level right there.
He is from a logging town, so take that into consideration.
Okay.
Now, we're going to be also doing this with brother Tristan.
Oh, well, I'm at a disadvantage then.
So you are. This is what I just want you to go in with your full knowing.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm starting the timer as I read the question. Tim, can you explain what bandwidth is as it applies to Wi-Fi?
As it applies to Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
bandwidth is the raw amount of data that can be transferred in one direction or another.
Okay. Makes sense
Roy?
to me.
How are you feeling on that?
That makes sense.
That was 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, so Roy, what's bandwidth?
The amount of data can go back and forth. Isn't that what you just said?
I don't know if I'm completely satisfied with the answer.
That makes sense to me. That's all I need to know.
Let me ask a follow-up. Do I want a lot of bandwidth or a little? Or what's most commonly applied?
What, is this? Oh, this is the follow-up to
Yeah,
me?
I need another.
All right, I need a repeat because
Okay.
I'm old.
That's fine. So with bandwidth, what would I want with bandwidth? Would I want a lot of bandwidth, a little bandwidth, or what's available out there?
Well, it depends what you want to do. I mean, if you're streaming porn, then you're going to want a lot of bandwidth.
You don't want any pauses.
If you're just sending an email, since you can only put 3 sentences together, then you don't need a whole lot.
Okay, all right. I think I'm gonna.
I'm a little feisty. It's Friday. It's late, and you haven't paid me much.
It sounds like we're gonna go with your first answer.
Yeah, that made sense to me.
All right.
That was 20 seconds. Now, I've always been told bandwidth is like if the internet was a bus, it's how many people fit on the bus. Not how fast the bus is going, or where the bus is going, but how many people can fit on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. There is an old school conversation back in the day. It's like, you can actually exceed certain speeds, right? If you just put the data in the back of your car, like in hard drives back in the day, and you just drive it across the state. Right?
Personally deliver it, yeah.
Yeah. You could actually be faster than the modems back then.
Oh, that's funny. That might be where that comes from then, because I'm
Yeah.
pretty old. I'm pretty old, Roy and Tim.
Yeah, just turned 40.
I was just gonna ask Tim if he knew how old I was.
Well,
Thanks a lot.
Cat's out the bag.
Jeez.
Yeah, 10 years.
Good deal, Tim. Well, thanks for having your first appearance on the Supper Club but Social. Have you ever heard an episode before?
Well, if I said no, does that mean that you'd think I don't love you?
Yeah.
No.
No, I wouldn't. I only asked that because I was looking through some of our old original outlines for the show, and we used to give a shout out to people that interacted with us on Facebook or whatever, and one of them was your lovely wife.
Yeah,
followed the show.
She's listened to more episodes than I have.
So, all right, well, cool. Do you have any words of wisdom on your podcast birthday?
I don't, not at the moment, but it was entertaining, so I'd be more than happy to come back for guest episodes of sharing my wisdom.
Told me this was a one-time thing.
Well, you're welcome, Ryan. I persuaded him.
Oh, it's because we're Roy.
How long was Tristan's response?
We haven't. You're the first call. I will.
Oh, I'm the first call, so I got to see if he can beat it in 20 seconds. Okay.
Maybe I'll call you back if you're going to be up. I know it's getting late. It's almost 8:45.
You can text me. Although I might fall asleep in my chair.
Okay. All right. Well, I will. I'll touch base with you again later. It was good talking to you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Brother Tim, everybody.
Nice.
Yeah. He is...
First-time caller?
Yeah.
Never listener.
Seems to be a theme with our
Yep.
people we call.
That's right.
Never heard of you, but
Nope.
that's cool.
I was just talking to my brother. Normal. No, that makes sense. I think I kind of already knew that.
What did he even say?
It's how fast information can travel from point A to point B and vice versa.
That just seems like a cheating way to answer
No,
it.
that makes sense. It's how fast information can travel.
Yeah. I wanted something a layman could understand.
That is.
I don't get it. No, yeah, that was pretty concise. I have to admit, I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was expecting more of an analogy, not just this
Straight
is what
answer.
it is.
Yeah. Straight to the point. I like
20
it.
seconds. Man, I'm glad I actually started a timer.
Yeah.
I actually did. Let me look to see how long that call was.
About 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
Oh, we've got that going.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's call my other brother Tristan
Yeah,
and
let's
see what
do
he
it.
does. Now Tristan's super techie,
And he worked at a cell phone.
worked a cell phone place. He should know this answer.
Yeah.
Now what?
But how
do you think
dumb?
he can
How
get
can
it
he dumb
under-
it down?
Tim's a teacher.
Yeah.
He's used to
Dumbing it down.
yeah.
I think he might be too techie.
We'll see.
I think Tristan might be too techie.
But we might like it. Might take
Yeah.
longer, but be a better explanation.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, let's give him a
Time
call.
will tell.
It'd be funny if I didn't actually have his number.
20 seconds is pretty fast, though.
That was quick. Well, that was including me reading the answer or question.
Yeah.
Tristan, all right. Let's see how this goes.
Crank yankers.
We're calling him 4 minutes early.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Tristan. Welcome to the Supper Club Social.
It is an honor.
I've got my co-host with me here, Mr. Roy Smith. I don't. Yeah,
We've met a couple of times.
You've met. He's the big, tall, red-headed guy.
Yeah, we've met.
Yeah, I've seen him a few times.
Yeah.
Red-bearded guy.
Yeah, I don't have any hair anymore.
Okay, so I warned you about this ahead of time. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you one techie electronic question. Now,
Okay.
we are going to time your answer because we want you to explain it so that Roy has a full and complete understanding of it.
Okay, that's going to be the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You really got to dumb it down for me, please.
yeah, but you're on the clock here, and I want to let you know that we called Brother Tim and asked him the same question and timed him and got his response, and I cannot tell you if Roy understood or not with that response. I can tell you after you go. But just so you know, you're in competition here. This segment is called Call and Compare.
I'm excited.
And here is your question. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? Do you have a cup of water?
No, but I am ready to go.
All right, here we go. The question is, what is bandwidth as it applies to Wi-Fi?
What is bandwidth as it applies to Wi-Fi?
Yep.
So, the best way to explain that is to think about water in a pipe.
Okay.
Wi-Fi and bandwidth. So bandwidth is going to be the size of the pipe, how much water can go through that pipe, and Wi-Fi is the medium it's connecting to the device. So say you're using your phone. If you're using your phone and you're using Wi-Fi, it's connecting wirelessly to the access point in your house.
Okay.
And the bandwidth is just how big the pipe is to your router in your house or modem.
Okay. Does that conclude your response?
I think that's going to conclude my response. I think you should be able to understand it from there.
Roy,
I got it.
do you have a full and complete understanding of bandwidth?
I do. That was a good analogy.
All right.
I
Analogy
appreciate you.
is what I would have. I like the analogy. Have you ever heard the analogy that the internet is like a bus on a highway, and the bandwidth is the amount of people that fit on the bus?
That's not too far off. I can see that.
Okay, just wondering. Do you want to know how Tim did?
Say that one more time.
Well, so you clocked in at 48.52 seconds,
Not even close.
which
Okay.
is under a minute. That's pretty impressive for such a complicated question. Brother Tim came in at 20.06 seconds.
Okay, so he did really well.
He really fired it off.
He had a really quick, straight to the point answer, though.
It almost made me think he knew what I was going to ask. Because he didn't have to go like, okay, so bandwidth. Bandwidth is, he let it out. He let it fly. I think I like your answer more, though.
Yeah, your answer was more user-friendly.
More for the layman.
Yeah.
See, I have to credit my retail experience because I've had to answer that question more than a few times before.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you having a good day?
Oh, I'm having a fantastic day. Playing some video games with Chelsea, having a good time.
Nice.
Good to hear. What's the latest game you're playing?
Helldivers 2.
Ooh. It sounds like something I checked into an ER for a couple weeks ago.
No, if you're not under a rock, though, you've heard of it. It's one of the biggest games so far this year.
Nice.
Yes, I am under a rock then.
Are we going first-person shooter?
Third-person shooter. It's player versus environment. The
like a Silent Hill type of thing?
Clear out a bunch of maps, do a bunch of missions. Everyone contributes, and the entire world that's playing the game is trying to free up a bunch of planets.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
That sounds like fun. I've been out of the video game world for quite some time.
Me too. I'm back in the Mario Kart Pokemon era with my kids.
Yeah. We're literally starting where we started as adults, though, but as kids.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Next time we have a few minutes, I'm going to have to show you my retro pie box.
I would love to see that. All right. Well, do you have any words of wisdom that you'd like to give to the Supper Club audience?
I think I spoke on everything I could on this one.
Tim had the same answer.
Yep.
Was it literally water in a pipe?
Oh, no. I mean about words of wisdom.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
So, all right. Well, good deal, Tristan. I will text you later. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, nice hearing you again.
Nice hearing from both of you as well. I appreciate you both, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the podcast there.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Tell Chelsea we said hi.
Yep, have a good weekend.
I will.
Bye. Okay.
Nice.
See, I knew someone would go analogy.
But he's more of a retail guy, so he has to, his answer just took too long.
I felt like I could feel him rubbing my back when he's telling me. You know?
You're the old man. Hey, little whippersnapper, tell me what this works. Why does it cost me so much and I don't need this much stuff?
I meant to ask him, both of them, if they'd ever had a Dark and Stormy before. Totally dropped the ball.
Missed opportunity.
Cool. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that segment.
That was fun.
Call and compare.
Yeah. But who else are you going to call and compare? Your other 10 siblings?
I'm just going to slowly roll out everyone I'm related to on the show. We've only had...
your dad, your uncles.
I still have...
brother-in-laws, sister-in-laws.
Two brothers and a sister that never made an appearance.
And all your cousins and nieces and nephews.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe too much.
Maybe do a year of this.
Yeah. We should start a podcast based off of that. All right, everybody. Well, we are going to put a pin in it and then move on to the next segment.
Alrighty.
There you go. Sniff right into that mic. Once again, I got to give a shout out to Liquor Jacket. They've been playing some shows. Follow them on the social media for some little snippets. They're a pretty good band.
If you're on the west side of the state, that's where they're at.
Check them out. We got to thank our my other brothers.
Yeah.
Thanking my whole family apparently for coming on for the new segment called Call and Compare.
Yes, it was a good segment. That was a good one.
That was good.
And also our sponsor for the week, Clean Kata Windows.
Windows, yeah. We clean every window like we're
cleaning our own.
Window cleaning season is upon us.
It is afoot.
I've already scheduled a ton of work for April and May, which I always forget about, and then we get to those weeks, and people will call and be like, "Oh, can I get an appointment?" I'm like, June? Because these ones are all gone.
Yeah.
But it's a good problem to have. Waiting for it to warm up a little.
I know. I just won't let go of winter.
Man, we were having that little creep up, and then we started backing down in the 20s.
Down in the shit.
Gosh. But
back to when you can't even scrape the ice off your windshield. It's so icy.
Tell me about that, Roy. I still don't quite. You're just not. Did you flip your scraper around and use the 3 little?
Well, I got a small truck. I got a small scraper. No brush.
Okay, wow.
Just the scraper.
Huh.
$1. Under $1 actually. It was like on sale for 89 cents.
That explains all of my
But
questions.
it gets the top layer.
Yeah.
But then it just spreads around like butter.
Well, it's not your wrist action. You gotta.
No, I've done all angles. Even pulled out the credit card.
Right. Wow.
Tried to scrape it off.
Maybe it's that old 1980s glass.
Oh, it's new glass.
Oh.
I had to get the windshield replaced.
Did
It's
they
the new glass.
pull it from a junkyard?
I don't know, maybe. I hope not for the price I paid for it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Man, well, that's about our show, ladies and gentlemen. But
that was a fun one.
Doing a little wrap up here. The Dark and Stormy, Roy.
I'm a fan.
As far as rum drinks, where are you putting it? Let's just list some rum drinks. You got your
rum and
daiquiri.
Coke.
Oh, rum and Coke.
Or rum and Coke, depending on who you are.
Yep. That's what I call it. Yep. I still order it that way, and it shows up as a rum and Coke every time. You got this. So Dark and Stormy, rum and Coke, daiquiri. Didn't we just have 4?
There's got to be more than 4.
Dark and Stormy, daiquiri, rum and Coke. Is a mojito
rum shata? Isn't a White Russian rum? No, it's vodka.
So it's top 3.
I'm going to go rum and Coke.
And
then this.
Really? I almost did the rum and Coke for this episode. But I thought I'd pretend I wasn't.
Are we talking just
22?
A normal daiquiri, or are we talking about like a Elkins Huckleberry daiquiri?
Well, I mean, I like a Ruckleberry daiquiri.
Well, I'm about to go
Ryan's daiquiri
with the Bacardi 151 on the top.
Yeah, buddy.
Maybe I'll do the daiquiri then, and then rum and Coke, and then this.
It's in our blood. How do you?
I know.
You can't
get it out.
Oh, they hate us up there when we start ordering those.
Who gets free lemons and limes?
Like,
nobody.
Like, hey, I know you like to use your Slurpee machine, but just pour some rum in that, mix it with some ice, a little cream.
Those lemon and limes are probably $10 a piece at that location, okay? And I got $40 of them for free.
I mean, a truck running diesel drove them up there from flipping who knows where.
Well, it had to at least be Newport.
I haven't seen any lime farms in Newport. Lime trees.
Yeah. But do they get like U.S. Foods or like
big old bulk delivery, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they got the restaurant, so they must get it in bulk.
Yeah.
So it has to be coming from Spokane or Sandpoint, Coeur d'Alene. But is that the same distance?
It's still a lot to get a lime up there.
Yeah. And I got a bunch for free.
Yeah. Just a smile. That's all it costs you.
Just hey, I know this is weird.
How you doing?
I know this might be weird, but you got lemons and lime for sale. I'll see what I got.
It's like, well, you got any cash? Nope.
I can get some though. Fuck, just get out of here, guy.
Get out of here. Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh, good times, good times. If you're ever in Priest Lake, Elkins or Hills is the place to go.
Yeah. Hills probably the best one. Get a good daiquiri there.
Cheaper.
Yeah. Smaller, I would say.
The best daiquiri was Grandview, though.
Yeah. Oh, that was the
R.I.P.
Dude, that's gone. People won't know.
Nope, they'll never know.
One of the last daiquiris I got there, I got like 4 of them. And
for the price of one.
I was walking out, and the owner, like, I swear, leapt over the bar like a superhero and opened the door for me so I could get out.
He was the best.
That was amazing. Anyway,
that was a good episode.
Let's put a pin in it, Roy.
Back to our roots.
Yeah. Come back next week, huh? For someone's birthday.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to do it on... Well, I could do it Thursday.
Oh, okay. Oh,
well, no, because we'll be here by ourselves because the ladies will be out there.
Concert. We'll just do it in the house.
Friday. Yeah.
Fuck it.
Do it on the couch.
All right, everyone. Have a good week.
Yep. Nice to be back.
I'm thirsty for more, and I'm hunting, and I'm looking, and I'm searching everywhere for you. Cause I want one, need one, give me one more. I'm waiting by that window for you. I want another bang, bang, yeah. Let's echo do it through the night. I want another bang bang, yeah. Cause I can't get enough, enough.